I'm training this thoroughbred to win the Melbourne Cup.
Well, as you can see, not every Australian has the right idea about financial advice. That's why for the last 6 months, Otivo has been working on a brand new retirement advice product, which is easy to understand and contains actionable advice. So for the next few minutes, let me take you through it. Hi, welcome to Otivo's brand new retirement advice module. My name's Nathan and I'm the CEO at Otivo. So here we are at the dashboard, and as you can see down here, we've got the menu system and there's 6 advice topics now, the 6th being retirement. So here we talk about retirement, so let's click into that. Okay, now the first things you can see here is this graph. The graph is actually a depiction of your income over time. So this couple, we've got Lisa and Dan, and they're both working for the next 5 years. So you can see that Lisa here is retiring at 60. Down here, we can put in the desired retirement age of 60, and down here, the partner's desired retirement age of 60. So up until the age, well, Lisa, until she turns 60, she'll be drawing an income out of a normal salary, but now in the 60th year, she's going to be starting drawing down on super. So that dark blue goes to the green. 5 years later, you can also see that Dan retires, and then that blue also turns into a slightly different color green. So that means they're both drawing down on their super until the age of 67, when Lisa becomes eligible to draw down the age pension. So instead of drawing all her super only, she's going to be drawing a little bit of her super and also some of the age pension. So you can see that over time, they have what we call a fully funded retirement, which means by the age of 92, they're able to hit their combined retirement income goal of $75,000, which is fantastic. Okay, so now we've got a good handle on how this graph works and how some of these key features work. Let's get into some of the major advice topics. So what do people really want to know? Well, from our surveys, the top 3 things are: when can I access my super? How much income will I need? And how long will it last? So if we cursor down, we'll see these 9 advice topics here. The first one being, when can I access my super? So let's click here. As you can see, it scoots down. So when can I access my super? Well, the answer is, for most people, it's going to be 60. And why is super a good thing? Why draw down at all? Well, the fact of the matter is, when you draw down on super, you're paying 0 tax. Yep, that's amazing, isn't it? 0 tax. So when your super is in accumulation mode, when you're working, it's actually copying a 15% tax rate. But when you retire, you actually pay 0 tax. Isn't that fantastic? Let's go to the next topic. Okay, let's move to advice topic number 2. Is the retirement income I want realistic? So for most people, a good rule of thumb is to aim for 70% of your net income before you retire. So for this person's, this couple, let's base it off the after-tax income of $178,000. Or 70% of that, which is $124,000, could be more realistic. But in case you think that sounds too high, we've got some other guides here, which is inputted from the Association of Superannuation Funds of Australia, or ASFA, and they recommend between $48,000 and $73,000 for a more comfortable lifestyle could be suitable. However, things may change, everyone is different, so it's important to play around and experiment, changing these numbers, changing your retirement age until you find something that really works for you. Let's look at the big question. How long will my super last? Well, as we can see from the graph, Dan and Lisa's super starts to run out around 81 years of age. So if you wanted more detailed analysis of that, we can look at the advice topic 3. Do I have enough income and assets to retire the way I want? As you can see, it's a depiction of the graph, but in a table form, which can be a little easier to follow. So let's go down and look at the important numbers. Well, as from the graph, we run out of money, or start to run out of money almost, around age 81 or in 2051, and we're roughly $43,000 and change short of our retirement goal of $100,000. So what can we do? Well, there's two things we can do really easily, and we can model that instantly. We can change the retirement age, we can make that 62, and we can look at reducing the retirement income by say 10,000, and we can save it. And immediately, the Otivo engine goes to working out how long will my super last with these new two variables. We can do this infinitely and play back and forth and test scenarios. So look, we can see now that this person, although it's not fully calculated yet, this couple's income will now last until 92, which we consider a fully funded retirement, which is great. Okay, let's look at our family home and how we can use it to extend the life of our super. So down here, we've got topic 4, which is, should I stay where I am, sell, or downsize my home? So what's downsizer? Well, downsizer is a tool that you can use, which will let you contribute to super of up to $300,000 per individual in a relationship, which means a total of $600,000 you can contribute into super, which goes in tax-free, which effectively is going to increase that super and make your super last a lot longer. But how do you qualify? Well, firstly, you must be at least age 55, you must have owned the property for at least 10 years, it must be your current main residence, and you mustn't have used the downsizer contribution before. So let's look at a little example. The sale price for in this example is $1 million, less the mortgage, less estimated costs, which includes the agent and legal fees, and you're left with $820,000. So that's clearly above the $300,000 and the other $300,000 if your partner is also eligible. So you can make that contribution, which is going to make a huge difference to your retirement savings and extend the retirement that you love to have. Okay, we've covered the majority of the topics, but there are a few crucial ones to go over. Let's get into them. Number 5, how should I manage my debt before or in retirement? Well, you want to pay that debt off as soon as possible, but if you still have a little bit left in retirement, we've got a few tricks to show you to make sure you can get that debt down as quick as possible. Number 6, how can I boost my super with extra contributions before I retire? We've covered the downsizer, but there are a few other strategies which we can use, the concessional and non-concessional contributions, which can really improve your super balance before retirement. Could I be eligible for the age pension, and what can I get? We've seen that in the graph, but there are a few other things that the government has on offer that we can get that will make your super much more comfortable. Number 8, is my super invested in the right way for retirement? Well, this is crucial, leading into retirement and in retirement, and we can show you a few different ways when to get in and out of the right investment option to maximize your super and to minimize your stress. And number 9, do I need to update my will and estate plan? Well, of course you do, but let's go over that in more detail in the topic. Let's try out Ask Otivo, a brand new AI feature. As you can see on the right hand side, I click that and then I could ask it any question. Tell me which investment option is right for me. And the answer will come up pretty much instantaneously. And then I can ask a follow-on question. Yes, I would like to explore this option a little bit further. And you can see it gives you a bit more of an answer. So let's ask it another question. Outline the steps for starting my income stream in retirement. Let's go. See what it comes up with. So this should give me a complete overview of what I need to do to start my income stream in retirement. As you can see, it's very thorough. So let's ask it one final thing. What should I be doing next? And as you can see, It's giving you a complete overview, going through all the different investment topics we have. So anytime you've got a question, ask Otivo.
Otivo, be better off.